Right, good. Okay, let's begin. Models of suggestion and advice. Now, the models that we're going to see are three, which are should, ought to, and had better. Okay, so let's begin with should. Should is used for advice in the present. The structure is as follows. Subject should and a base verb. Okay. Now, should well, it is kind of like the most common one of the models for suggestions or advice, right? Now, we can use it for every tense that we have. We can use it for the present, like this one. We can use it for the past. But for the past, it's kind of like a hypothetical situation, right? Because well, you cannot change the past, and well, the way to use it in the present is this one. You should eat healthy food. This is something in the present, okay? Or perhaps for the future, let's say you should, yeah, for example, you should go to the doctors tomorrow, or you should go to the you should visit Italy, something like that, okay? That is not quite in the present, but it is a suggestion for the future. Now, for the past, the structure is should plus have plus past participle. Okay, you should have gone to the party. That means that you didn't go to the party and you missed something important, or well, just a fun party. She should have studied more often. That means she didn't study as often as she needed. So, well, probably she didn't pass her exams, or she didn't enter college or something like that. Okay, so there was a consequence for each of these actions. Okay, that's why we use the should. Okay, to give a suggestion, or perhaps a some other point of view to a situation. Now, it is common to use should to give negative advice, in this case, which is add not. Now, the first example is you should not smoke, and the second one, you should not eat too much candy, okay? Or else, well, it is kind of implied that when you use should not, there's a negative consequence for you if you do this, correct? Now, you should not smoke, or you can get cancer or something like that, or your fingers will turn yellow, or your teeth are going to look dirty all the time, something like that. Okay, so you shouldn't smoke, and you shouldn't eat too much candy. You can gain weight if you do it, or um you can get sick, all that. Now there's always a negative, or well, not a negative, but there's always a consequence after or implied in the should, correct? Okay, do you have any questions for this? It is just a quick review, I think.
Yes,
Tina,
all good.
all good? Perfect. Let's continue then. Now we have ought to. Ought to is used instead of should for more formal situations. Okay. Now, this modal verb, however, is not used in negative statements nor questions. All right. Now it is, well, I think we can use it for the negative, and the structure of the negative is this one: ought not to. But it is, I mean, honestly, I have never heard anyone use it, honestly. So, I mean, it's right here if you want to use it. If you find it somewhere, eventually in the future, which I think which I think is unlikely, but just so you know it, ought not to. It's really, really hard to pronounce for me because I have never used it. Ought not to. Ought not to. Try it. Try to pronounce it, please. Karen, Gina, Tommy, just so you know how it sounds inside your head.
Can you repeat, please? Please.
Ought not to.
Ought
Not,
not
not.
to. To.
Mhm.
Ought not to.
Yes. It is, I mean, honestly, it is not common to say this. Okay. So there are some other models to say this in the negative. Okay, which we have in English that for example we have should. Okay, so it is just more common to use shouldn't than to use ought not to. All right, but anyways, ought to is um is used in more formal situations. All right, but um but yes, as I told you, but we do not use it in negatives or questions. Okay. Now we have three examples here. Can you read the first one, Tommy, please?
You ought to
You
wear a
ought to
scarf.
wear a scarf.
It's very cold
It's very
outside.
cold outside.
Thank you. Karen, can you read the second one, please? Karen. All right, Gina, can you? Oh, she left. Okay. Gina, can you read the second example, please?
Yes. They
They
ought to
ought
hurry.
to hurry.
Their train is
Their
leaving.
train is leaving.
Mm-hmm. Um, and the last one, Tommy, please.
Jane ought to visit
Try
that
not to
castle.
visit that
It's
castle.
great.
It's great.
Yes, thank you. All right. Now we have a note here. It says both should and ought to are used to express advice, obligation, or duty. Okay, but we use should when we want to express our subjective opinion. In other words, what I think is best for you to do. Okay, so should we use it when we want to give our personal opinion. Okay, when there's for example, when there's kind of like personal emotion or feeling involved in the advice that we are giving. Okay, and ought to, on the other hand, is used for objective truth. uh, that means what is necessary, or what, for example, what you cannot get out of doing. Yes, what cannot be avoided. It says right here. That's why we usually use ought to when we're talking about laws, duties, and regulations. Now we have two examples, one for should and one for ought to notice the difference. Can you read the should example, Tommy, please?
You should call your mother
Should
more
call your
often.
mother more often.
Thank you. And Gina, can you read the ought to example, please?
Yes, yes. Mm, I can see. I can see.
Right here.
Yes, yes. Um, they ought to follow schools policy, or they will get expelled.
They ought to follow the school's policy or they will get expelled. Very good. All right. Do we have any questions about ought to or should?
Not yet. Yet.
Not yet. Okay, very good. Let's continue then. Oh, good. All right. Now we had better. Now, have better. We use it if you want to give an important piece of advice, a warning, or a recommendation that can have a negative consequence if you do not follow it. Use have better, and we have three examples. Can you read the first one, Tommy, please?
You had better leave
You
for
had better
work
leave
at
for
8 o'clock
work. It's
already.
8 o'clock already.
Thank you. Gina, can you read the second one, please?
With better go that way, we'll say about 10 minutes.
Yes. And the third one, Karen, please.
He'd better park his
He'd
car
better park
correctly
his
or
car
he will
correctly
get
or he
fined.
will get fined.
Yes. He better park his car correctly or he will get fined. Okay, now note, have better is a strong expression. We use it if we think there will be negative results if someone does not do what is desired or suggested. Okay, so that's that. So in this order, let's say have better is I think a level 3, and then we have ought to, and after that we have should. Okay, now have better is as this information says, have better is for um, giving important advice or giving warning or some important recommendations. Okay, now ought to is for things that are more objective, let's say. Okay, something that no matter what you feel or what you think is going to happen, okay, if you don't follow this recommendation or this suggestion or advice. And should, well, it's more casual, it's something that you feel. I think you should do this instead of the other thing, right? It involves personal feelings or personal emotion. Okay. All right. Good. Questions? No questions?
No.
Okay. Good. Now let's continue. We have we have here exercise 1. We're going to complete each sentence with an appropriate model. Okay. Now you can use should, ought to, or have better. All right. So take your time and let me know when you finish, please. You finished?
No.
No? Okay. Ready?
Sure.
All right. Number one, Tommy, please.
My teacher told me that I should review my notes every day. I guess it's a good idea to look at them after class.
Yes, very good. Number two, Gina.
Do you think Carol should no no mm, mm, you should
Okay. Do you think Carol should save her money or spend it? hmm What do you guys
yes
think?
yes
I mean, for me, it's good. Should.
Ought to. Ought to.
Ought to. It's better because no matter what you think, she's going she's going to Europe this summer, so she ought to save some more money so she can spend it over there, or I don't know, so she doesn't run out of money and being away from home, perhaps. So ought to in this case is better than should, but should is also valid. Mhm. Number three, Karen.
I'm going to a
I'm
party
going
tonight.
to a party tonight.
What should I
What
wear?
should
A
I
dress
wear?
or
A
black
dress
pants?
or black pants?
Perfect. What should I wear? A dress or black pants? Very good. Number four, Tommy, please.
Our car's gas tank is almost empty. We should fill it up with gas soon, or we will run out of gas.
Okay. Again, should is a good option, but in this case, I think have better is, well, a better option because, well, it is important that you do not run out of gas while you're driving, or if you're, you know. So I think it is important because otherwise it can be really dangerous if you don't fill it up. So should, again, should is kind of like a wild card, but not really. You can use it in any, almost any case, but there are some options that are better for the context. In this case, have better is, or better for this context than should. But again, should is valid. Number five, Gina.
if you
You
worried
are
about
worried
getting
about
fat
getting fat.
you shouldn't
You
eat
shouldn't eat
McDonald's every
McDonald's
day.
every day.
Had better
Had
eat
better eat healthy,
low fat
low
food
fat food
like fruits and
like fruits and
vegetables.
vegetables.
Okay, you shouldn't eat at McDonald's every day. You, what did you say here?
Had better
There,
Okay, you better eat healthy, low fat foods like fruits and vegetables. Very good. Um, all right, number six, Karen, please.
It's
it's
really sunny
really sunny
outside
outside
right now.
right now. I shouldn't forget my umbrella or I'll get wet.
Mhm. I shouldn't forget my umbrella or I'll get wet. Mm, yes. But in this case, I think add better could be the best option here. I better not forget my umbrella or I'll get wet. Okay, because if you get wet, you can get sick. If you get sick, you can go to work. You can, if you don't go to work, you don't get money. If you don't get money, you don't buy food. If you don't buy food, you don't eat. And if you don't eat, you die. So I think it is important for you to bring your umbrella, don't you think? Or am I just overthinking again? All right, seven, Tommy, please.
Where should we have lunch today? At home or
At
at
home
home
or
or at a restaurant?
Mm-hmm. Good. Where should we have lunch today? At home or in a restaurant? And the last one, Gina, please.
My doctor feels that I ought to exercise more.
Okay. But notice that it says my doctor feels that. So in this
No,
case,
yes. It's like
should. Yeah. So in this case, should would be better because it's something. It's not an objective point of view. Let's say you might be overweight, but just a little, And my doctor feels that I should exercise more. Mhm. But if it were like my doctor says or my doctor recommends, then um, it would be ought to or have better, depending on how serious the condition you have is. And there you have it. We have the first exercise for should, ought to, or better, or have better. Sorry. Do you have any questions?
no.
No? Okay, good. Welcome, Lacey. Now we have here a exercise two. Can you read the instructions, Karen, please?
Write
Write
sentences
sentences
to give
to give
advice. Use
advice.
the verb
Use the
and the
verb and the
information
information
in
in
parentheses.
parentheses.
Mm-hmm. Very good. You write sentences to give advice and use the verb and the information in parentheses. So the information in parentheses is the recommendation that you're giving. Okay, but in this cases, sorry, six. We have six questions and um, six recommendations. We have to write a a model to give this advice. Okay, so for example, the first one: what should I do if someone's heart stops beating? Which one would you use? Should, ought to, or had better?
Had better. Had better.
Okay, how would it be? The complete sentence?
You had better
Had
take
better take
him
him
for the
to the
hospital. To the
hospital.
hospital.
To the hospital.
You better. Well,
Mm,
let's use the recommendation in parentheses, which is do
Oh,
CPR in this case. So you better do CPR.
okay.
okay.
Okay, and that's it. You better. Why do we use you better instead of should or ought to?
You you had better do
Better do
CPR.
CPR.
Mhm. But why do we use had better instead of should or
Oh, why?
Oh, why?
an ought to? Why?
Because
Because
mm, there is
there is
rights
rights if
if the life of
the
this
life of
person.
this person.
Mhm. So there's someone's life in danger, right? So this person will probably die if you do not perform CPR, right? So we use have better because have better is for more important uh, for more important situations with some more negative outcomes. Correct? Yes. All right.
Yes. Yes.
So do the rest, please. We have five more questions with their with their recommendation. All right. So rewrite this recommendation with a model which are should, ought to, and had better. Okay. Take your time and let me know when you finish. Ready? Guys, are you ready? Okay. We need to communicate better, you know? We need to start giving feedback and all that. All right. Number two. Let's see. Tommy, please.
What should I do if someone is bleeding a lot? You ought to apply a bandage and put pressure on the wound.
Yes. Ought to. Perfect. Number three, Gina.
What should I do if someone has a sprain?
Hmm.
Mm, Get better, put ice and a bandage on the joint.
Hmm. Yes, very good. You better put ice and a bandage on the joint. Number four, Karen, please.
What should I do if someone is choking and can't breathe?
Mhm.
Mm, You had better do abdominal thrust.
Yes, you better do abdominal thrusts. Very good. Number five, Lizzie, please. Lizzie. Okay, Tommy, please. Number five.
What should I do if someone has a beat? You ought to remove the stinger, or you should remove the sting.
Yes, you ought to or you should. Very good. And the last one, Gina, please.
What should I do if someone goes short? Mm, you you should light the big flag and it live.
Okay, you should, or perhaps something more. You ought to instead of should, right?
Okay.
All right, good. Do you have any questions? All right, I'll take your silence as a no.
No, no.
All right, let's continue with exercise 3. Now, we have 5 sentences here, but they all have mistakes. They all have errors. So what you're going to do is rewrite these sentences, but um, correctly. Okay? Take 2 minutes, and then we check. All right?
Yes, yes.
Ready?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. Let's check number 1. Karen, please.
He asked to
He
take
asked
him to
to
the
take
emergency
him to
room. The emergency room.
Yes. He ought to, he ought to take him to the emergency room. Very good. Number 2. My brother's playing video games right here. Amazing. Number 2, please, Lisi. Lisi? I think she's not here. Tommy, please.
You should help people. Kita tu.
Yes.
You should help people. Kita tu.
You should help people. Very good. Number 3, Gina, please.
He had better do CPR. He had better do CPR.
Yep, very good. You cannot modify this because it is, well, a model or yeah, a model. Number four, Karen, please.
I'm not really sure, but I write. Not really sure, but I write. I changed the word. I changed
Okay.
the word. They shouldn't hurt his leg. Hurt his leg.
Yes, very good. They shouldn't hurt
Hey,
his leg. As I told you, it is not common to use okay, don't worry, Lizzie. Um yes, as I told you, ought to is not very common in the negative form. Okay, so we either change it to shouldn't like Karen did, or um we can put it like I told you it was the negative. They ought not to hurt his leg. But again, this for me is the correct form, and this one you will not find it like that. Okay, it's just not common. It just doesn't happen. So let's keep shooting. All right, and the last one, Tommy, please.
I had better not put hot water on the burn. I had better not
Yes,
put hot water on the burn.
I better not put hot water on the burn. Perfect. Very good. All right. Do you have any questions about this topic?
no,
No? All good?
no.
Can I erase?
Yes,
All right, perfect.
yes.
Okay, now we're going to go to good, would rather, and would prefer. Okay, this is to give advice or recommendations as well. All right. Well, not exactly, but well, let's take a look at it now. When we speak about a specific preference, would rather and would prefer have the same meaning and are interchangeable. Okay, so we can either use would rather or would prefer for a specific preference now, and and it would make no difference. So we have some examples right here. Um, the first one, Gina, please.
Yes. We went to the theater yesterday.
We
Today,
went to
I
the
will
theater
rather to go to.
yesterday. Today,
I
I
would
would
rather
rather
go
to
to the
go to.
cinema. I would rather
Perfect.
go to the cinema.
And the next, sorry, the next example, Karen, please.
We went to the
We
theater
went to the
yesterday. Theater. Today I would
yesterday.
prefer to go to the cinema. Today I would prefer
Mhm.
to go to the
Perfect.
cinema.
Very good. Now, these two are, um, you can, what's the word? Contraction. Their contractions, are I'd rather go to the cinema, and I'd prefer to go to the cinema. All right. Now, would rather is always followed by a verb, okay, in its simple form, and would prefer is followed by the infinitive form of the verb. That means the preposition to plus the verb. Okay. All right, and we have uh, three examples here. Um, the first one, Tommy, please.
It's such nice weather. I'd rather sit in the garden than watch TV. I'd rather sit in the garden than watch
No,
TV.
the first one's
Uh,
from here.
I'd rather have fruit juice.
Yeah,
I'd
thank
rather
you.
have fruit juice.
The next, Gina, please.
Mm, I prefer to have fruit juice. I prefer to have fruit juice.
And the last one, Karen.
I prefer yes. Prefer
Yes.
yes.
So I prefer can also be followed by a noun. Okay, and there's no need to put a preposition in between them. Okay, it's just I prefer fruit juice. I prefer coffee. I prefer water. Okay, anything. Now we say would rather than, and we say would prefer rather than, or would prefer instead of. Now, the first example, Tommy, please.
It's such nice weather. I'd rather sit in the garden than watch TV. I'd rather
Thank
sit in
you.
the garden than watch TV.
Next one, Gina, please.
It's such nice weather. I prefer to sit in the
Such
garden
nice
rather
weather.
than
I prefer
watch
to
TV.
sit in the garden rather than watch
Yep.
TV.
And the last one, Karen, please.
It's such nice weather. I prefer to sit in
It's
the
such
garden
nice
instead of
weather.
watching
I
TV.
prefer to sit in the garden
Instead of watching TV.
So when we use would rather or would prefer, usually we have options, correct? Now, in this case, is the options were being in the garden or watching TV. And well, it's just a matter of taste, and that's it. All right, now we use a past tense after would rather when we speak about the actions of other people, even though that action may be in the present uh, or future. Okay, and we have two examples. Can you read the first one, Tommy, please?
I'd rather you took a taxi instead of walking. It's not safe on the streets at night. Instead of walking. It's not safe on the
Thank you.
streets at night.
And the second example, Gina, please.
Yes. Yes. The film is violent. I'd rather our children didn't watch it.
I'd rather our children didn't watch it.
Yes, very good. The film is quite violent. I'd rather our children didn't watch it. Very good. Do you have any questions?
No.
No? Okay, let's continue. Now, when we talk about general preferences, we can use prefer or would rather, but not would prefer. Prefer and would rather in this case have the same meaning. Now we have two examples here. I prefer walking to cycling. And I would rather walk than cycle. Now, after prefer, we use the verb in the ing form. After would rather, we use the infinitive without to, which is just a simple form verb. The first example, please, Karen.
I prefer
I
using a
prefer
keyboard
using a
to writing
keyboard
with a
to
pen.
writing with a pen.
Mhm. And the second one, Tommy, please.
I'd rather use a
I'd rather
keyboard
use a
than write with
keyboard
a
than
pen.
write with a pen. Mm-hmm. Very good. Now we say we say prefer to and would rather than. We have two examples here. Gina, the first one, please.
I prefer walking to driving.
Hmm. And the second one, Karen, please.
I'd
I'd
rather
rather
talk than
walk
drive.
than drive.
Yep. Thank you. Very good. All right. Questions?
No.
No. All right. Perfect. Let's continue then. Now we have, sorry, we have 8 sentences here that need to be completed. Now we have the options here, and which is kind of similar to the exercises in the exam. All right. So in some cases you're going to have sentences like this, but different different answers. Okay, you need to choose one. Now, take 2 minutes again, or let me know if you finish before that. And you have 2 minutes to complete these 8 sentences. Okay, go ahead. Ready?
Yes. Yes.
All right. What is number one?
I prefer coffee to tea.
Mm, very good. Number two. Karen.
I don't fancy
I don't
them
fancy
there
the
again.
there again.
I'd rather
I'd rather
go to the
go
cinema.
to the cinema. Perfect. Next, Tommy, please.
Although I love
I
relaxing on
love
beach,
relaxing on beach.
I think I
I
prefer
think I
walking in the
prefer
mountains.
walking in the mountains. Very good. Number four, Gina, please.
Yes.
Yes,
I rather speak to him
speak
in
to him
person.
in
No.
person.
No. Than discuss things over
Discuss
the
things
phone.
over the phone. Yes, very good. I'd rather speak to him in person than discuss things over the phone. Number five, Karen, please.
I prefer
Prefer
trains
trains
than cars.
than cars. Is that correct?
I'm not sure. I prefer
I prefer
trains
trains
from.
from. No, I prefer trains to cars.
To cars.
To cars.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes, very good, Lizzie. Two cars. I'm not a big fan of. Oh, sorry, I'm reading it. Lizzie, do you want to do it and answer the chat? Go ahead. Okay, I'm not a big fan of cars. I prefer traveling by train. Very good. If I mean number seven, Tommy, please.
You can do it if you want to. Do it if you want to.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Okay. If I had a
If
choice,
I had
I
a
think
choice, I
I'd
think
rather live
I'd
in
rather
Paris
live in
than in
Paris
London.
than in London. Yes, very good. And the last one, number eight, Gina, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm, they'd rather
They'd
have lunch
rather have
inside.
lunch inside.
Prefer
Eat
outside in the
outside
garden.
in the garden. Very good. I prefer eating. Good. All right. Do you have any questions about this?
No.
No. No. All good. Perfect. Now we're going to play a game. Have you ever played Would You Rather?
No.
No. No. Why are you laughing then? Would You Rather is a game where you give a person two options, one not quite better than the other one, but they have to choose. Okay. So all right. So let's do it. Who wants to begin? You get to choose your victim. Or should I just call names and that? All right, Gina, why don't you begin? Well, I'll give you an example. Okay, uh, it can. We're all adults here, I reckon, so we can do it. Um, I mean, not with bad words, but some really awkward scenarios if you want, or maybe something disgusting or something not pleasant to the other one. So let's see, Karen, would you rather uh, eat your right hand or your left hand? Which one would you rather do, or which would you rather eat?
Which was your, which was
Would
the
you
verb?
rather
Which was the verb?
would you rather eat your right hand or your left hand?
Eat, eat.
Eat, eat.
I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
rather
I rather
my right hand.
my right hand.
No, my left
No, my
hand.
left hand.
You don't use it as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Yes.
use much
All
I
right,
my
use
right
much
hand.
my right hand.
all right, very good. And that's how you play it. I mean, it's not rocket science or anything. It's just really awkward if you make stupid questions. But we can use it
It
to
was funny.
It was
practice.
funny.
Yeah, you can use it to practice with your other. Okay, so Karen, it's your turn. You can choose between Tommy, Gina, or Lizzie, or me if you please. But as we can say in Spanish, no vale chicles. So so you need to choose someone else.
I'm going to say
I'm
a
going to
question.
say a question.
Yes,
Um,
try try to be as imaginative as you can, and please make us feel uncomfortable.
I think
I
that
think
my
that
son is
my son is
expert in that
expert in
kind of
that kind of
Well,
questions.
questions.
ask for advice.
Emilia, come in,
Emilia,
please
come in,
help
please
me.
help me.
Go, go ahead, please. It can be
Um,
anything. It's round one.
um,
Um,
let me
let
think.
me think.
Go on. You have 20 seconds. I'm taking time. Yes. So 5 seconds. All right. Do you have a question for anyone?
Yes, yes, me.
Okay, Gina, go ahead, please.
Okay, teacher.
Me? All right. Bring
Um,
it.
would
Hit
you
me with your
rather
best
have a
shot.
golden voice or a silver tongue?
Interesting. A golden what?
Voice?
Golden bones?
Voice.
Oh, voice.
Yes.
Okay. How would that work? Like a golden voice. Everything I speak is gold. or silver tongue. Sing or lie. Um, I
Golden
would.
voice is sing and silver
And
tongue is
silver
lie.
tongue is lie. Yes, I'm thinking. Well, I'd rather sing, honestly, to have a golden voice. Yeah, I think that would be the one. All right, tell me. Wait, did I do it correctly? I didn't quite understand that one. Like literally sing or lie, or is there something deeper than that? You see, I'm not good at these games. Tell me, would you rather would you rather have a day that means 24 hours, you can do whatever you want, and give away only one day of your life? I mean, exchange one perfect day for with any other day that you have lived, or would you rather have $1 million?
I would rather
I
have
would
a
rather
million
have a
dollars.
million dollars. Okay, yeah, that's good. Your turn.
Um,
Okay,
Okay,
now,
now,
Karen,
Karen,
would you rather be
will
in
be
jail
in
for
jail
a
for a
year
year
or lose
or
a
lose a
year of your
year of
life?
your life?
Please,
Please,
can
can
you write
write
this?
this?
Because
Because
I hear
I hear an
an echo and I
echo
can
and I
hear.
can hear.
Yes, don't worry,
Karen.
Please.
Please.
Rather be in
Rather
jail
be
for a
in jail
year
for a year
or lose a year of
or
your
lose a
life.
year of your life.
Mm, I think that
I
both
think that
are the
both
same
are the same or
no.
no?
Oh yes,
Oh
I
yes,
understood.
I understood.
I think that the
I
first
think that
one.
the first one. Be in jail.
Ah yes,
Ah,
because I
yes,
have
because I
family.
have family. Okay. Do you have one, Karen?
Mm,
Mm,
would you rather eat
rather is
for
for whom?
Elizabeth or
Elizabeth
Gina?
or Gina?
Would you rather
Would you rather
have a short
have a
life
short life,
and being rich,
being rich,
or have a
or
long
have a
life
long life
and don't have
and
money?
don't have money? Interesting.
mm, I
I
think that
think that
choose
I
the
choose
first one.
the first one.
Have a short, wealthy life.
Yes.
I mean,
And you,
And
and
you,
you,
I
teacher,
have
and you,
and
teacher,
Tommy,
and Tommy,
I have a question for you. How short and how long will my life be in each case? Because like short like 1 year and that's it, and long like I don't know, like 100 years from now. Uh, Well, honestly, I would choose a short, wealthy life as well because I know the other one. I don't like it.
short
Earth
is
is
more or less five
less
years,
5 years,
and long
and
life
long
is
life is
a long life.
life.
Long- just long.
As long as you
As
want.
long as you want.
What if I want?
This is a question
This is
from
a question
my
from
son, eh?
my son. Eh?
Yeah, it's okay. It is a good question though. It made me think. I don't like thinking at this time of the day. It, it is a good question, and I still prefer being rich. I mean, having a short, wealthy life. 5 years is good. I'm done. That's it. I enjoyed it. Thank you very much for everything, and I'll see you in the next one. How about you, Tommy?
Short and wealthy.
Short and wealthy.
Yes. Yeah, that's the way to go. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Do you have one, Tommy? Not for me, please.
Okay, for all the
Okay, for all the
ladies,
ladies,
Nice.
would
would
you
you
rather live your
rather live
whole
your
life as a
whole life as
woman
a woman
or
or
half a
have
life
a
as a
life
man
as a man
and then
and
something
then
extra?
something extra?
Whole life as a woman
Life as a
or
woman or
trade it all in for a
trade it
day as a
all in
man?
for a day as a
Interesting. Gina, Karen, Lizzie, what what would you rather do?
I'd
I
rather
can I can hear my
my
classmates
classmates
very well.
what?
The question
But
the question was, would you rather live your whole life as a woman uh or have your life as a woman and the other half as a man?
Um, I'd rather um, I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I
like
think
the
that
woman.
like the woman.
To be a woman all your life.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what? I honestly would trade half my life. I would just to know what it's like to be a woman, but maybe for like a week or I don't know. I mean, I'm still going to live a short, wealthy life. I might as well enjoy it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, very good, guys. Okay, well, that's it for today. Um,
me as a woman,
Yes, a woman.
Yeah, a woman.
in my whole
Oh,
life. In my whole
all your
life.
life as a woman. It's not that bad to be a man, you know? I mean, I'm just saying. All right. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for coming. And well, tell me before you go, what did you like about today's class? What did you learn? Did you learn something new? Was it a review? What do you think, guys?
Yes, it was
Yes,
interesting.
it was interesting.
This review
This
about
review about
would rather
would
or I
rather
prefer.
or I prefer.
It was funny
It was
also.
funny also.
That's good.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Gina. Karen, Tommy, Lizzie, what do you think?
I think that
I think that
it was a very
was a very
interesting class
interesting class
because
because
I
I
spoke more
spoke
than
more
more
than
than
more than
another class,
another
and,
classes,
and it was
and
fine.
it was fine.
Yes, I noticed. Very good. Thank you, Karen. Lizzie, Tommy. Well, Lizzie can't talk, so Tommy.
Very good lesson. Thank
Very
you.
good lesson. Thank you.
All right, good. Thank you. Lizzie, you can write it, or if you want, just let us know tomorrow. I don't know. Okay. She already did. About it, joke. It was a review, and I liked the class and the game, and never played it. All right. Well, it's a good thing that you got to play a new game. Now you can have fun with your friends, making them uncomfortable, or just I don't know, giving some fun options. It is fun. It is fun, even when you're drunk. I think it's more fun when you're drunk.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's it for today, guys. Uh, I will play it. Please let us know how it works out, Lizzie. All right. Well, guys, thank you very much for coming today. I will see you tomorrow, and starting tomorrow, we have no more grammar to teach. It's all going to be about um, the it's all going to be about strategies. All right, so be ready because there's going to be a lot of timing, a lot of reading, a lot of listening, and hopefully we can be all here tomorrow. All right, well, without further to do, have a have a lovely night and a great day tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.